farmers across California saying they're noticing a trend this summer. There aren't enough workers to help with the harvest.
KCRA3's Janet O live in Galt tonight with why this could be a good thing for the workers who are hired, but a bad thing for shoppers at the grocery store.
Yeah, and grapes are one of the crops that need to be harvested this fall, but farmers say if the labor shortage continues, that could eventually diminish the food supply, and then that would lead to higher prices for consumers.
There is a severe shortage of city sanitation employees right now. City Hall even took the unusual step of going to a temp agency to get workers. This is a Northwest Atlanta neighborhood where residents, including one city council member, should have had their waste removed on Thursday. In another neighborhood to the south called the West End, their wait at mid-afternoon on Friday stretched beyond 48 hours.
Survey by CU's Lead School of Business shows there's a talent shortage in Colorado. Some businesses are having a tough time finding the people with the skill set needed to fill specific jobs. Denver 7 reporter Lance Hernandez live on the 16th Street Mall. Okay, Lance, what kind of jobs are we talking about?
Well, Teresa, according to the Denver Chamber of Commerce, nursing, retail, and software development are the main fields where jobs are going unfilled.
It's our big story at 5. Homes are flying off the market in Wisconsin. The Wisconsin Realtors Association seeing the strongest sales since the Great Recession. But if your new home needs remodeling, you could be waiting for months. NBC 26's Marissa DiCandido is live in Appleton with what's happening. Marissa?
Megan, Northeast Wisconsin is seeing a shortage of skilled construction workers, and that means homeowners are waiting a half a year or more before companies can get to work on their homes.
This is Rescue 103, a Coombs fire truck that responds to emergency calls like car crashes and structure fires. Problem is, with a dwindling number of volunteer firefighters here, there's always the danger of not having enough people to respond to calls.
We've kind of found ourselves at a bit of a loss right now where we're at. We're down to about 12 to 14 active members. Daytime calls, if you got 5 to 6, you're doing pretty good. So,
Assistant Chief Chris Hillston is a 100% volunteer, along with the chief and every firefighter. And whether it's the lack of pay or other reasons, it's simply getting harder to recruit new firefighters.
It just seems in the last few years we've had a lot of membership retire, and we've had other people move away for work, career changes and stuff like that, and people have just moved on with other things in life.
The department is still responding to fires and crashes, but the issue is having an effect on service. Coombs Fire stopped responding to medical or first responder calls in the spring, so now anyone living in Coombs has to wait for an ambulance to come from Qualicum Beach. They do have mutual aid agreements with other departments like Arrington, but it too is having a recruitment problem.
Yeah, we definitely see a shortage of manpower, especially during the day. A lot of people are at work. I happen to work in town, so I respond to all the calls, especially during the day. But definitely a shortage. We need kids to be here. We need adults. Definitely need help.
From manufacturing to construction to high tech, Maine businesses are facing one inescapable fact: our workers are growing old.
Everybody knows that Maine's the oldest state in the nation.
Economist Charlie Colgan says Maine has thousands and thousands of baby boomers in the workforce, people ages 50 to 67. And over the next 10 to 15 years, more and more of them will retire. And he says there simply are not enough younger workers to take their place.
We are in 2013 right in the transition phase between the old economy, where labor was relatively easy to find, and the new economy, where it's going to become increasingly scarce.
He says the numbers are clear: an aging population, a low birth rate over the past few decades, more young people leaving the state, and few moving in. And Colgan says that's just the start. 5 years from now, will we be needing more?
Yeah, we'll be needing more, actually, probably through the 2030s.
His numbers are getting attention. The alarm was sounded just last week by the Maine State Chamber of Commerce and the Maine Development Foundation.
Our goal is to expand Maine's workforce by 65,000